show will be probably about 40 minutes or so, and then a 15-minute break, and then another 20 minutes or so in the second half. Half an hour, second half. Those who don't know where the loos are, most of I think do, through the door on the left. And one more person coming in. Always one more coming in.
Thanks for noticing.
So here we have all our volunteers up on stage. And we're going to do a quick card trick with a few visual. So we're going to take the cards. There is an elastic band around these cards. In a moment's time, I'm going to throw this deck of cards in amongst the many volunteers. Then all I need, whoever catches it, to just quickly open the deck up, have a quick glance, and close it back up. So only they see what card they've quickly opened the deck up at, sort of thing. So, first of all, I want to see this is almost like a small break. So I'll pass it politely somewhere. If you'd like to stand up for me, just on the stage. That's great, if you're on the stage. That's fine, thank you. And just quickly open it up, have a look at the card, close it, and you've got one. Perfect. If you wouldn't mind just passing it off, throwing it to just someone else, one of the other volunteers, fantastic. So now, as we talk, the volunteers will be having a look at different cards. So here was the second one. Perfect. Would you like to just quickly stand up, have a look at the card, remember that card? Amazing. And then pass it to one more person any way you like. Fantastic. Now could you please stand up once again and then quickly open it up, have a look, glance, secure that in mind. Like that. Perfect. Cool. Thank you very much. Just a step, just back up. So if the three volunteers wouldn't mind standing up for me, once more. Sorry, standing up. Thank you. Just think of your cards now. I'm going to try and read your mind very, very quickly, just tell you what your cards are. If I do that, please do not react in any way whatsoever. So put it in their hand and just three cards now. Four. 10 of spades. 6 of diamonds. 10 of spades. And possibly the 4 of hearts. Try and name your card. Please. Let's see. Back to normal. Very much thanks for coming up. So now I want to introduce you to something known as the Victorian die box. And what this is this fantastic little box that Victorians used to entertain their guests and to store dies in. So you have a little box with 2 bits and 2 doors on the front. Like that. And it's very exciting, because what they do, and a great sense of humour, is get a die, put it in the box, close up the doors, and then we make the die vanish into thin air for their guests. So we're going to do that now. So I have 3 predictions here. Tell me if And I did it, and it was fantastic. I had the most incredible response I ever had. The most supportive audience in the world. It wasn't a competition, it was just trying to show people what you don't otherwise necessarily have time to do. And now I wanted a routine that really sort of formed at Young Life. And this is basically a game which uses the symbols. And for this I'm going to need 3 volunteers. Is anyone willing, first of all? Come on. Yeah, we'd like to volunteer. Fantastic, thank you very much for volunteering. What's your name? Yep, thank you very much. I'll just stand up here. We won't be needing a seat for this one. And then I need another 2 people for the time being. That's okay. That's understated, that is. 2 people, excellent, thank you very much. Thank you very much indeed. I'm glad I changed it to paper. Thank you very much for coming up. Now, first of all, I'm going to quickly give you your uniforms, your outfits, your team clothes. I'm ready. Over the blue. Shall I do that? Do you want specific colours? Do you want to, or are you happy? Oh, it's a football thing. Football thing. Football. Incredible. Absolutely. Fine. Now, rock, paper, scissors, that's the game we're playing. Playing rock, paper, scissors. So I'm going to give you the scissors. Paper isn't really massively exciting, it's just A4 paper. Here you go, sir. And just wouldn't mind bearing with me for this one. I can't go any further with that, sorry. I'll give you paper. There you go, that's yours, you can have that. We're going to play rock, paper, scissors, and I need one person who's happy to come up and play the game. So basically switch around the weapons, switch around the hats, and just mix up and generate a random combination. Who would be happy? Come up and do that. Amazing, thank you very much. So use your
How heavy is it? Oh, gosh, it's really.
They're just unbelievably sharp. So you know each other.
That's it.
Would you mind standing just over this side? And so, would you mind coming over here, just to make this fair? Are you? Yeah. So just in case there's anyone who doesn't know how to play rock, paper, scissors. Scissors beats paper because it cuts the paper. Rock beats scissors because it blunts the scissors. And paper beats rock because it wraps and does something to rock. There's a theme set somehow. So, in a minute, what I'm going to ask you to do, you're playing on pictures here. So, these are the 3 teams, red, yellow and blue. At the moment, red beats yellow because scissors beats paper. Blue beats red because rock beats scissors. And now, what I'm going to do is turn away, I'm going to face over here so I Please switch 2 weapons over. So just one switch, please. Wonderful. Is that done? Would you mind calling out for me 2 team colours? So just 2 colours, please.
What have we got to do?
Shout out 2 colours.
Blue and red.
Blue and red. Thank you. Does red beat blue?
Yes.
Fantastic. Now, if you wouldn't mind doing so, please switch 2 weapons over once again, any 2. Fantastic.
Don't give her a pointed object.
Wonderful. Is that done? No. Now, please call out just 2 colours once again, please.
Yellow and blue.
Yellow and blue. Does yellow beat blue? Fantastic. Now this time, instead of switching 2 weapons, please would you switch 2 hats over? So one switch just between the 2 hats.
You won't take his off because it's red, right? He's got flip-flops.
That's okay. You can now use this as an advantage bluff. That's fine.
It's the light for me, okay.
Fantastic. Is that done?
Yeah.
So now please just call out 2 colours once again, please.
Yellow and blue.
Yellow and blue again. This time I'm going to have to say blue beats yellow. Fantastic. Now this time, you can either switch the hats over or switch 2 weapons over. Please switch either 2 hats over or 2 weapons over. But don't tell me which one.
Do we have to switch twice?
No. No, that's fine. Is that done? Fantastic. So, that's good. We've done enough of those. In fact, Charles, red beats yellow, blue beats red, and yellow beats blue. Has someone envelope with the letter X on? You have. Would you mind opening up that envelope for me? Thank you very much. Would you mind reading it out? Just so I don't have to touch it. And therefore,
Yellow beats blue. Red beats yellow. Blue beats red.
thank you very much, gentlemen. Thank you very much, mate. Thank you very much. Who would mind just placing that down there? Thank you very much, Justin. I'll leave that there. Not there. So after doing my first product shows for a young life, I ended up becoming a young life leader, which basically means I help run a youth group once a week. wanting to tell people about magic, really. Because I just want to go out there and serve and just do it wholeheartedly, do it. All my energy, and just forget about magic for the time being, because I love it, I'm doing it, but also I want to concentrate on other things. So I got there, 10,000 miles away. Within 3 hours, someone asked me to do a magic trip. I don't know how that happened. But we had a talent show, and I was very much ready to give up magic. I was at that point in which it was sort of, it's been good. Being there, I've done it. But now, maybe time to move on. But we had a talent show, and that evening I discovered that maybe I could use magic to reach out to people that may not necessarily be able to any other way. One of the routines I did that evening was ESP. Now ESP stands for extrasensory perception and was invented in the 1930s in the States at Duke University. Basically, to try and work out whether there's such thing as ESP or psychic ability. So we have 5 symbols, and here we have the square, the cross, the circle, the wavy lines, and the star. 5 symbols that may remind you of the game Ghostbusters, where they're doing ESP, fraudulent ESP tests. Does anyone feel particularly psychic, or that they believe in psychic ability, or that they don't believe in psychic ability? As I knew one here who believes they will be able to transmit to myself, and I can project one of these symbols back again. Anyone be willing? My first over here this time. Fantastic, thank you very much indeed. So here are those symbols, 5 symbols, and square. Now I have a bigger set here of loads of the same symbols. I'm not going to use those for the time being, but rather these 5. If you wouldn't mind, please take these cards and just give them a quick mix up so that if they're in any form of order that I know of, they no longer are. The next thing I need to do is just have a look at those cards and choose one and place it face down on the table. One you're either drawn to or one around. They can sometimes be the same thing. They can sometimes, a random draw can sometimes be the most meaningful because you don't have time to think and change your mind very quickly. So you'll be able to 4 cards. Now, I'm at a point in life where we would say you make a lot of decisions, more than another at different time. Sort of more than greater, would you say? Maybe more, or average, normal. Average. So it's similar then, so definitely not across, because that's sort of a diagonal. Intersection, changing. I'm not going to take all of this. This is quite interesting. I believe we've gone for one that's quite. I usually say this one first because people don't interpret it. Because it's quite obvious. But in this case it isn't because it's so obvious. Would I be right in saying that you picked the star? shows that use hypnosis for different various reasons. It's fundamentally you're tapping into someone's subconscious. There's almost two layers, the conscious and the subconscious of human minds. I myself learned the method, however, don't necessarily believe that it's myself. I wouldn't feel comfortable doing it just because you're accessing someone's subconscious, which is fun when you ask them to be a chicken to fly around. But at the same time, subconscious is a very fragile, delicate thing. What if you accidentally change something? People then say, and you're back to normal, you're back to normal. How does your subconscious know what normal is? But I won't go into that now. But the introduction to hypnosis is suggestion, and there's a lot of ways in which you can do suggestion. So I'm going to do a few of those tonight because it's not absolutely accessing your subconscious, it's just working on part of the brain, a different part. Now this one, if you're able, would you mind just all standing up for this? We're going to try something all together, nothing too crazy. And if you would mind, those hands together like this. And what I need you to do is just lock your fingers together. Just make sure your palms are touching. Next thing I need to do is just bring your hands up, so it's almost sort of in line with your nose, like this. Next thing is two index fingers, just out to the first fingers, two index fingers, about 1 inch apart. Now the next thing I need to do is just concentrate on those two things in the gap. And as I talk, you'll hear me say that the two fingertips will start becoming attracted to one another. And it's almost as though there's a magnet in each finger. And the more and more you think about this, the more they start to move together very, very slowly. And if you just let it happen as you think about it more and more, and every time, closer they get, the stronger the magnets become. More and more and more. Closer and closer until they eventually touch. Now, that's a good introduction to hypnosis. It's a suggestion, because I'm talking. But now we can try something else. We can put it on a bigger scale. Thank you very much for having that. Now, what I need to do, we need to remain standing, sorry. The second part, there's not much standing up. As we did the fingers, now if you would like, put your hands out in front of you, just like so. And you can feel that basketball in between them. You can feel that, if you push together, you can sort of feel that resistance to that balloon, and as you push it, it just bounces back. Now just let your arms and muscles be relaxed while holding them up. Just nice and relaxed. And then I believe that's the end of the first part. Thank you very much for joining in and being part of it. We're now going to have a quick 15-minute break so you can get some refreshments back. Have a stretch, have a relax, unstick the hands. Let's thought this. I can do this for the next 3 minutes. Or just welcome back. Thanks for coming back. Now we'll start at the first half with a little puzzle, a little game as such with the die. The dice on the table. We're going to start the second half of the act with another puzzle. Another game. As many people know, the Rubik's Cube is one of those infuriating puzzles all the time. Probably the most time-consuming puzzle. That's also the most popular, most given puzzle of all time. I received these as a gift. Tried, probably broke it apart, pulled the stickers off, put it back together. It tends to be what happens. The Rubik's Cube has something like 42 quintillion different combinations. And tonight, this one's probably 30 or 40 moves away from being solved. So we all know the Rubik's Cube can turn the pieces like so. What I'm going to do is try and do this, is just speed up time, instead of going and doing the proper way, the real way of solving the Rubik's Cube in very little seconds at all. Try and use a magic way and just speed up time and take it down from 30 moves to more sort of like 4 moves away, just like that, or maybe 2 moves away, down to just 1 move. Now, in my shows in the past, I've always told a historical fact, and now tonight I'm going to tell you the historical facts about the similarities between cones and phones. Now this is something that's still from the old show, and it is in tonight's show. So, a modern day mobile phone, nice, compact, small, easy to carry around with you. Very nice, very good, very light. Cones were like that as well. What I like, very slim, easy to carry around with you, light, compact, and come in a variety of different colours. Yeah. All good. So if we were to go sort of 18 years back to the 2000 and nothing, 2000. Phones were the Nokia bricks or the 3310s or just fantastic mobile phones, wonderful, classic, but a little bit bigger, a little bit bulkier, a little bit heavier, and really boring in colour. Here is a boring 18-year-old comparison there. Now, cones 300 years ago existed, but mobile phones obviously didn't, being 300 years old. Now, cones, how would you imagine them to be? That's slightly bigger than 18-year-olds. This is an 18-year-old cone. Very old, very useful, very good, and useful indeed. Fantastic. I'm glad I told you about that. Now for this next routine, I'm going to need a ring. Has anyone got a ring? You just hold out like so. If you've got one, just like Laura, I'm going to so, gentlemen. That's a very nice ring. So, what do you say? Now, do you have a ring at the front as well? I usually need one ring, but tonight Jenny, you're do. Is anyone else got a ring up? This is very precious. This is me and lots as well. Yeah. Has anyone got a ring up? Would you mind joining me on stage as well? Just once again. Sorry. Fantastic. So, I've already thrown them away, put them in my pocket, stolen them, whatever. I just want to put this in here. Safe and sound. Good. Now, next thing we do is literally just give you a plastic bag. And that bag is over. Would you mind holding on to that? Fantastic. Now, what I'm going to do is just drop this straight in. Like so. Would you mind wrapping that up? Just scrunching that all up. Right. Yes, we can. Beautiful. Fantastic. Thank you very much. That should be reflected. That should be safe. Please, do you mind taking seats back in the audience? You can keep hold of that for the time being. Now, what I'm going to do is move these little shot glasses forward. Like this. And we have 1, 2, 3, and 4 shot glasses, and inside of them is a liquid, not non-alcoholic liquid. Is anyone feeling particularly lucky out in the audience this evening? Particularly lucky, either had a lucky streak or unlucky? Hey, would you like to watch that? Thank you very much indeed. Listen, you can just stand over here for me, just in front of the table. Thank you very much for coming up here. So we have 1, 2, 3, and 4. Please place your finger in front of one of these glasses. This is the lucky choice. Now, with your other finger, please place it in front of one of the other glasses. Are you sure about that, yeah? You have 2 left. Please place your finger in front of one of these glasses. Here is square and the way it looks. Kind of taking those, mixing those up, placing one face down on this table here. Place just one out, two, this could just be done. Just the way we line on the square. I believe in your hand you've still got the square, which means this is the way you lie. This is just a great simple bit. So that's just an idea, so you're through to the next round, as such. What I'm going to At least it's finished. Anything vanished. Well, thank you very much for coming up and ending the show on a great note. Well, wonderful. Thank you very much for coming up. What I'd like to introduce you to is a little box. It's right in here. This little box I'm going to introduce you to. Hopefully it has a little bit more significance than that little box. It has a combination lock on the front, which seals it, which locks it. Madam, there was a ring in that box. Would you mind coming up with that once again for me? Thank you very much. So I'm going to ask you to do something a little bit, it's unnatural and sentimentally it's unnatural. So if you wouldn't mind placing that on that table just over there. How much of an attachment have you got to that ring? Nothing at all. This is going to be incredibly